It is essential to understand the internal workings of Azure so that we can design our applications on Azure effectively with high availability, data residency, resilience, etc. Microsoft Azure is completely based on the concept of virtualization. So, similar to other virtualized data center, it also contains racks. Each rack has a separate power unit and network switch, and also each rack is integrated with a software called Fabric Controller. This Fabric Controller is a distributed application, which is responsible for managing and monitoring servers within the rack. In case of any server failure, the Fabric Controller recognizes it and recovers it. And each of these Fabric Controller is, in turn, connected to a piece of software called Orchestrator. This orchestrator includes web services, REST API to create, update, and delete resources. When a request is made by the user either using PowerShell or Azure Portal, first, it will go to the orchestrator, where it will fundamentally do three things. Authenticate the user. It will authorize the user, i.e., it will check whether the user is allowed to do the requested task. It will look into the database for the availability of space based on the resources and pass the request to an appropriate Azure Fabric Controller to execute the request. Combinations of racks form a cluster. We have multiple clusters within a data center, and we can have multiple data centers within an availability zone, multiple availability zones within a region, and multiple regions within a geography. Geographies, it is a discrete market, typically contains two or more regions, that preserves data residency and compliance boundaries. Azure regions. A region is a collection of data centers deployed within a defined perimeter and interconnected through a dedicated regional low-latency network.